Premier Cup is this weekend, guys. It's European's second regional event. The groups got announced yesterday. Atomcore's already made a spreadsheet. Take a look at the groups really quick here. I put up a poll. You guys voted who the toughest group is. Right now, Group C is far and away in the lead. I think Group A is definitely up there as well. I could see Group C being the toughest just if Vitality and Misfits are playing up to their potential, but they haven't been recently. Regardless of that, let's get into the predictions. Group A, round 1. BDS versus Guild. Sorry, Guild. Not a shot. Williams Resolve versus Luminosity. I'm going to give this one to Williams Resolve. I like Luminosity. I think that they're a great roster. I just think they got bad draws last time, and that's why they went out 9th through 12th. They took second in their group, but I think Williams Resolve is going to ice up, and, you know, they got that experience on their side. I'm going to give this one to BDS as well. Luminosity, tough draws here. This is a tough group to be in. Williams Resolve going to beat Guild pretty easily there. I'll give it a 3-1. Nolly, Devo, and CRR. It's their first of like main event together. I want them to do well. It's not happening in this group for me. And then BDS will take the group pretty soundly. I'll give it a 3-1. And then Luminosity will beat Guild. Sorry, Guild. You guys are only getting a single game, and that's against Williams Resolve. Group B, also a good group, sneaky group, I feel like. Endpoint versus Stormtroopers. I'm giving it to the Endpoint boys. I'll give Stormtroopers a game. Dead Monster, Tho, and Ocelon. Good roster. I just, you know, it's the ragtag group of fellas there. Carmine Corp versus Evil Geniuses. I'm giving it to Carmine. I like Carmine a lot. Maybe not a 3-0. I'll give it a 3-2. Evil Geniuses is really good as well. I just really like Carmine. I want them to build off of the previous event and do better this one. Endpoint, definitely going to take out Evil Geniuses. I'll give it a 3-1 again. Carmine versus Stormtroopers. I'll give it a 3-0. I think Carmine Corp can come off their win against Evil Geniuses and beat out Stormtroopers there. Now for the group, Endpoint versus Carmine, I got to give it to Endpoint. I love both teams there, but Endpoint definitely the better roster in my opinion. They're just a more well-rounded team. Seiko's going to go nuts. And then Evil Geniuses, they're going to beat Stormtroopers 3-2. I think it'll be close, but I think Evil Geniuses coming on top there. Group C, this one's going to be nasty. Dignitas, 0-0 Nation, I'm going to give it a 3-1. Vitality versus Misfits, goodness. I'm riding Misfits. I picked with them last week and they disappointed, but they beat Dignitas in groups. They just didn't make it out of the first round of playoffs. So, however, they're not going to beat Dignitas this group. If Dignitas come out and just mess around in the groups again, it's just going to be like, what are they thinking? Get first in your groups like you're supposed to, boys. Vitality, I think they beat 0-0 Nation. They will take their win, and that's the only one they're going to get because they're going to lose to Dig. And then Misfits, I think we'll beat 0-0 Nation. I'm going to give it a sweep to cap off the thing there. I just don't see it happening for 0-0 Nation. Their best chances against Vitality, so if Vitality are like stay slumping, that's it. I think this is a good draw for Misfits facing Vitality and 0-0 Nation to build off of like a good group going into playoffs. Group D, all yellow, just yellow boys. The Bosch brothers, you know, Archie, Bosch, they're boot camping, so they're winning this group 100%. I don't see Navi putting up much of a fight against the top teams here. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I'll give it a 3-1. And then I'll give Navi a game against Queso as well. I think Queso is a really great team, but I think with the power of the boot camp, Cassio, Shawset, and Archie will come out on top of this group and realize that they need a top placement in their group to solidify themselves again. Going to that playoff bracket is brutal. Actually, no, I'm giving this to Navi. I rode with Cuxer's Minions one event, not doing it again. Sorry, guys. Navi. Shout out Virtuoso. He's going to have internet this time. So, 4 teams eliminated, 0-0 Nation, Guild Esports, Cuxer's Minions, and Stormtroopers. Look at the matchups here. Holy cow, these are tough. Tough. Carmine versus Luminosity. Man, I like Carmine. Luminosity, that's just a tough draw, but I like Carmine in that one. Same thing, I like Misfits in this one. I'm going to give it a 3-0. Williams Resolve versus Evil Geniuses. We saw this last week in groups, I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember who won off the top of my head. I want to say Evil Geniuses is the one team that beat Williams Resolve in that last event.
Nope. Wrong.
I'm going to give it to them this time. I think Williams Resolve is a good team, but I don't think they have enough to beat Evil Geniuses there. And then Queso, not E. Queso's got Vitality. I'm going to give it a sweep. Carmine versus Misfits is a good draw for Carmine, in my opinion. I think Carmine match up really well against Misfits, and I think if their mental state is good, they can take down Misfits pretty easily. And then Queso is actually the real deal. I'm going to give it a 3-1. I think Queso, great team. They're not just a one-hit wonder. They're not just going to be that one team that pops off for a single event. I think they're here to stay. Now we got BDS versus Semper. BDS take this. I'm going to give it a 4. I'm gonna give it 4-1. I think Semper, they're going to get kind of surprised by how well BDS is playing after only having to play like one tough team in their group. And then Endpoint versus Dig, I'm going to give this one to Endpoint. I think now that Relating Wave hopefully is a little bit healthier compared to the last event because he had COVID last time and he wasn't able to be at the boot camp. I'm not sure if Endpoint's boot camping. I would hope that they are, but if they aren't, this could change. But I think, actually, I'm going to give it 7 games. I think this would be a really great series. I'm giving it to Endpoint though. Semper versus Carmine. I'm giving this one to Semper just on the sole fact of a boot camp. This is a top 6 for Carmine. This is great for them. I think this is another step in the right direction. They're going to need to pop off in the last event, though, to really make a chance at the major. And then Dignitas versus Queso. I think this is the end of the run for Queso. I just don't think Dignitas, they're not going to go out like that. They're the real deal, but top 6 is where I have them right now. And then Dignitas versus Semper. I'm giving it to Semper. I think that, oh, what the heck? I'm giving it to Semper here. I'm going to give it 4-2. I think this is their event that they pop off and like kind of regain on the standings a bit. BDS versus Endpoint, I'm giving it to BDS there. And then Endpoint in the lower bracket, I don't see it happening for them. I think they're going to get kind of deflated here and lose to Semper. And then BDS will sweep Semper in the final. No bracket reset, nothing. BDS, this is their first regional event that they win. They're going to take home the Premier Cup. I think after last week getting a perfect sweep by Dignitas, they kind of realize like what they need to do going forward. They're going to bounce back and take first in this event here. We're going to go check out the RLCS points, see where everyone's standings are at after this event. So in first we have BDS, second we have Queso, Dignitas is third, Endpoint is fourth, and Semper is fifth. Carmine just on the outside looking in, 60 points away. Vitality, Williams Resolve, Evil Geniuses, Misfits, all within striking distance if Semper has a bad Regional 3. So Semper's kind of in that same spot they were in the last time where they are just on the cusp. They're that 5th team. If they don't have a good Regional 3, they might not make it. But hopefully you guys enjoy the predictions. I have no idea if this is going to happen because I never predict European right anyways. With all being said, hopefully the event pops off this weekend. It's just as good as the last one. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.